Welcome to Bulletproof Veteran Podcast. Thank you for your service.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special edition of Bulletproof Veteran Podcast. How we doing, everybody? I hope everybody's doing great out there, getting ready for this nice, beautiful weekend in October. We just had an episode published on Monday. So normally we would wait a week before our next episode comes out, but I really wanted to get something out there. We don't have an interview for this. We'll get back to interviews next week. We're going to get back on a roll. Trust me, we got some amazing stuff that you're going to love. I have 3 and 4 really just super important interviews that I'm getting ready to do with some just amazing organizations. So I'm super stoked about it. There's going to be opportunities for you guys to get involved and some really cool stuff that you can do, especially if you're here on Long Island with free classes and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. But this week I wanted to break in and just do a special edition to talk a little bit more about the interpreters and the people that we got out of Afghanistan. And when I say we, it's the royal we. I did not do anything, and I don't ever want to claim that I did. But I have tried to highlight some of the amazing people that have helped and gotten people out of Afghanistan, whether that's U.S. civilians, interpreters, Afghan nationals, whatever it is, families. And I wanted to kind of continue that. And the reason that I'm kind of, making this a special event is I need your help. So I was sitting the other day and I was watching my daughter play, and she was running around, and it's the best part of my day is watching her run around crazy. She drives me nuts. I'll be honest with you. And I was also listening to a couple interviews that Nick Palmisano did and Tim Kennedy did with the Drinking Bros. If you know me, I listen to Drinking Bros regularly. I think it's a great show. Dan Holloway is one of my favorites. And I love it when they have people like Nick and Tim on and talk about what they have going on. And unfortunately, both of them were coming on to talk about the situation in Afghanistan and the work that they were doing with Save Our Allies, this organization that I think at this point has gotten like 12,000 people out of Afghanistan. And they were talking, both of them, on separate episodes, we're actually talking about the kids that were affected. Parents having to lift their babies up over Constantine wire. I won't go into more of the graphic stuff. If you want, listen to Tim Kennedy on that episode. I highly recommend listening to both episodes anyway, but it kind of broke my heart. And like I said, as I was watching my daughter play, I was struck by this. I have to do something. I can't just sit by knowing that there are these people out there that we're kind of letting down. Now, luckily, there's organizations like Save Our Allies out there that are stepping up so that we don't let them down. And that's what this is all about. So what I'm asking, and I'm asking you to help me, is I want to get as many people out there in the Bulletproof Veteran community to go on their Amazon wish list, the Save Our Allies Amazon wish list. I'm going to give you all of the information. Don't worry. I just want to tell you what this is all about so that you kind of know why I'm doing this. And I want you to pick out an item, 1, 2 items, not a lot of money. I'm not asking for everybody to buy a house for somebody. I'm asking you to buy a jacket, a pair of shoes, some diapers, formula, baby wipes. That's what I'm asking you. You can go on the Save Our Allies wish list and you can see these different items that so many kids need. Okay. You can have your opinions about whether or not we should be letting Afghan nationals into the country, the vetting process, all of that. And we can talk a little bit about that as this episode kind of goes on. But I think the one thing that we can all agree on is that the collateral damage for everything that is going on is these vast number of children that are in tow during all of this, and the atrocities that they've already had to have endured in their short lives, whether it was fleeing the Taliban, seeing loved ones die, being uprooted from their homes, taken to foreign countries, held in pens and tents and all of this stuff. And now maybe they're possibly finally in the United States. Maybe they're at Fort Dix. Maybe they're down in Texas somewhere. And they don't even have a jacket. They don't have diapers. They don't have formula. Okay. They need shoes and socks and clothes. All right. I think all of us can agree, especially the mothers and fathers out there, that if it was your kid, you would want somebody to step up and help. And that's what I'm asking the Bulletproof veteran community. You guys have always been amazing. Anytime I've ever asked for help, every single one of you have stepped up more than I could have ever asked. Okay, when I did the fundraiser for One More Wave, you guys stepped up amazing. I mean, I barely had to do anything, and we raised the money. I'm asking you to step up again. And this time, it's for more than just a charity. It's for more than just helping, a single veteran or an organization. This is about doing the right thing, the American thing, the thing that our core values have taught us to do, and the things that we hold inside and know that it's the right thing to do. Like, I can't say it enough. It's the right thing to do. There are these children out there that need our help. Okay. And I don't want to sound like a telethon or some crap like that, but I feel very strongly about this. And I'm going to be buying some stuff off the wish list. I want you to join me. And like I said, buy one item. Listen, it's almost Christmas time, the holidays, Thanksgiving. For these kids, it's going to be their first Thanksgiving in America. Let's show them what we are all about. Okay. And not what the government is about, not what our prior failures might have been about, the bickering back and forth and all that bullshit. Let's show them what the individual citizens of this country have done time and time again. And that's always give. We always give. And I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, let's step up and help these people. Nick Palmisano was one of the first kind of really big names that I had on this show. He didn't have to sit down and talk with me. I mean, he must get offers to go on, 100 veteran podcasts. I emailed him one time and he was like, sure, I'll sit down with you. Pass some dates back and forth. Boom. I was talking to a guy that I watched in Range 15 and on YouTube videos, and I bought his clothing, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm talking to this guy right now. It was a pretty cool feeling. And when I kind of got this idea, I emailed Nick again and I said, how can I help? And he basically said, listen, the wish list items and volunteers, that's what we need. And I said, okay, personally, with my job and everything, I can't go to Texas right now. I wish I could. Maybe it's something I can do in the future. Maybe if I can go to Fort Dix or something like that. Those opportunities are going to be there, and they're going to need people to help. And that's going to be the second part of this. So we'll get to that in a second. But what I know I can do is use my voice to get people to buy these goods that they need. So, all right, a little bit about Save Our Allies, okay? You may or may not know the organization. If you don't know this organization, I want you to head over to their website. It's saveourallies.org. Okay. It is basically started through the Mighty Oaks Foundation and the Independence Fund. All right. They set this all up. And like I said, they have gotten 12,000 people out of Afghanistan. Now, phase 2 is what they're calling Operation New Hope. All right. And that is the effort to see it through to the end. So Save Our Allies is committed to working with U.S. and foreign governments to ensure that each of our evacuees are treated humanely, with dignity, and all the proper care to ensure a smooth transition to their now home, so that they might find a new hope and a new beginning. That's directly off the website. Just reading it to you guys. And that's what this is all about. It's hope. You're going to provide hope. If you can purchase that jacket, okay, or that bottle of formula with powdered whatever, you're providing hope to that child, and also to that mother and father that might not know where, they're going to be in a month. All right. Because they probably have no idea what's going on. All right. There is a humanitarian crisis out there, and it is what happened in Afghanistan for the people that are still there and for the people that are being relocated now. All right. And we need all of us to get together to fix this situation and to lend a hand where it's needed. All right. Again, go and listen to the Drinking Bros podcast. Go listen to Nick. Go listen to Tim Kennedy. Talk about their experience over there. Some of it, I'll be honest with you, it's very difficult to listen to, but it's reality. It's what was going on. It's what they dealt with as well. And it's what we need to do now. Okay. So what are some of the things we need to do? All right. If you go on their website, you could read all about their mission. You could read and listen to videos about the current situation and all that kind of stuff. There's some photos of their work that they were doing there in Kabul, out in the outskirt towns, how they were getting people. Again, talking about their impact of what they were able to accomplish while they were over there. 12,000 plus people evacuated from Afghanistan. They give a little bit of an update of where they're at. Chad Robichaud is the gentleman that kind of is, heading a lot of this up. I think he was more the organizer. A lot of people have said, it was Tim Kennedy this or, Tim Kennedy that. Chad Robichaud was the guy who kind of put this all together. He's the one who contacted Nick and Tim and got them involved. And they talk about that obviously in their interviews. But, you can go on and watch videos of Chad and talk about it. You can read a little bit about his background, about the Mighty Oak Foundation, about the Independence Fund. All of that's right there on the website. You just keep scrolling down and you can get to how you can help. And this is the important part. And this is where I'm asking you to help. Okay. There's 3 ways that you can really help. 4 that, but let's focus on the 3 for right now. You can donate. So you can donate directly on the website. There's a spot to put in your credit card information, blah, blah, blah. You could also mail a check to the Mighty Oak Foundation. All that right there on the website. So please go there, check that out, okay? Obviously, money goes a long way. Everything that these guys are doing is expensive, whether it's plane trips, their travel, they're going to DC. If you check out Nick Palmisano's Instagram page, he's been posting stuff about his trips, trying to talk to members of Congress to get support, find homes for these people. They're having to fly to countries to see where they can send these Afghan nationals. So, places like Albania, Greece, they're possibly going to open up their doors and these people would have a permanent home there. So all of that stuff costs money. All right. We know that you're not flying around the world for free. It's not happening. Okay. That's a really easy way that you can help. Just donate. Boom. Done. Okay. Another great way you can help out. You can contact your U.S. Senator and representative and urge them to keep pressing for swift evacuation of our combat interpreters who help the U.S. forces in Afghanistan. There are still a lot of people that need to be helped in Afghanistan. That's not over. Just because you don't see it on CNN anymore, just because you don't see it on Fox anymore, that part is not over. It's still going on. Okay, the Taliban aren't sitting around going, well, everybody that is still here will let bygones be bygones. No, that's not how this works. Okay, those people are still in grave, grave danger, and they need the United States to step up and help. So, again, you can play a big role in that by contacting your U.S. Senator, your representative. So there is 2 links on the website. Contact your senator, contact your congressman. Okay. You could do that. Form letter provided. You can kind of just fill in the blanks and blah, blah, blah. You can also write your own little blurb as well. And I'm going to tell you right now, form letters are great, But if you have some type of personal experience or story that you can add to it, especially if you are a veteran and you did have an interpreter over there and you can actually fill in some information, or if you have information about a specific person that you're trying to help, it goes a long way. All right. So you can help that way as well. And then the way that I'm going to focus and the way that I'm asking you to also help out. And again, I'm focusing on the kids. That's just me. And like I said, I'm kind of trying to circle the wagons to do that. Listen, if you see something else on that Amazon wish list that's for an adult and you want to buy it, hey, great. I'm just saying there's a lot of kids out there that need help. And again, kind of pulls at my heartstrings. So that's where I'm focusing my effort. All right. Right there on the website, you can go to Amazon wish list. You just click that link and it automatically pulls up the items. Okay. We all have Amazon Prime. Your payment information is already in your computer. You know it. So it's easy just to click an item and buy it. It's going to ship it directly to the people that are going to get it in the right hands. Okay. And basically, we have also started an Amazon wish list to help purchase items to help Afghan SIV individuals and their families transition to life in America. Okay. That's the blurb above the Amazon wish list link. All right. Please take a moment, buy an item. You're talking $14, $15. I mean, what does a jacket on Amazon cost? I mean, this stuff is cheap as hell. But if it's cold outside, you're going to need that jacket. And depending on where we're sending some of these people, it's not all going to be in Texas. We might be sending people up to North Dakota. They're going to need this stuff. Please. These kids need our help. All right. So again, you can go on the website, do that. If you have any kind of questions or anything, there's a contact form. There's frequently asked questions. All right. Again, there's a donate form that you can fill out, 25, 50, 75, 100, or, if you want to put in your own amount, you just fill it in. Okay. You can even say that they can contact you. You can put a phone number in so that they can reach out to you. Again, you can also mail a check if that's what you'd like to do. Again, the website's great. They really did actually a really nice job on it. There's a lot of videos. So you could spend some time on here and click on some of these videos, see different people being interviewed, talking about what was going on, see some of the misinformation that's been out there. All right. Again, plenty of information. They also go into their partners and the different ambassadors, the people that have been helping out, All Things Possible, Miami International Arbitration Society, the Warriors Journey, Sheepdog Response, Raven Group International, National Child Protective Task Force, Free Ranger Burma. These are all organizations that are trying to help. Okay. You could read a little bit about Chad, his days in Force Recon, DOD contractor. You could also hear about Sarah Verado. All right. And she's a national advocate for wounded veterans and their caregivers. Okay. She also jumped on the podcast with, I want to say it was Nick when he went on Drinking Bros, and you can hear her speak about what they're trying to do. Amazing woman that put all of this stuff together with Chad. So, again, contact form at the bottom if you want to see that. If we hop over to the frequently asked questions page, there's some really good ones, especially if you know somebody specific. If you know an interpreter and you're wondering how to get them out, there's some links that you can go to. There's phone numbers for the crisis line if you're feeling that you're worried about you're hurting somebody, or if you know somebody is going to hurt themselves or somebody else. That information is on there. There's a question on there, is if I'm a veteran and I want to go conduct ground operations in Afghanistan, they answer that for you. Basically, the answer is no right now, but again, they provide you with some information. There's talk about adopting Afghan babies. Unfortunately, right now, there's not a lot of information on that, but it is on there. Housing for a refugee, how you can help, all of that stuff. The other way that they really need people to help is they need volunteers to go to these military installations, all right, and actually process from a logistics standpoint, the people coming into the country. So there's actually a tab where you can click for volunteer. That's going to bring it up. You can join the mission. And there's a bunch of information. There's an information request form. It tells you what you would need to have. You need a driver's license. If you have a military ID, it makes it a lot easier. It's not a necessity. But some of the places that they're looking for people is Fort McCoy, Fort Bliss, Fort Pickett, Fort Dix, Holloman Air Force Base, Camp Atterbury, Fort Lee, Camden, Philadelphia Airport. All right. And you can click on which ones that you can go to. All right. Again, I wish I could go. But I don't want to not mention it thinking that you can't, because maybe you can. And maybe this is the way you want to give back. And because I'll tell you what, Nick said right away, they need volunteers. That's one of the biggest things they need. So where I'm focusing my efforts on getting some stuff for the kids, you might want to volunteer and really step up to help these people. So please head on over to that section. Again, they're going to ask you what dates you could work. So for example, you could work from October 21st to November 15th. Okay. And then they might fit you in. I think right now they're looking for 7-day work week for a minimum of 1 week at a time. They're providing food and lodging. You just have to get yourself there. That's about it. Once you get there, they're going to explain everything. Right now, they're looking for volunteers all the way out to December 26th. All right. Again, these are the ways that you can help. All right. Heading back over to that Amazon wish list. I just want to tell you a little bit more about that so you can. And I'm going to try to, in the video, pop up some screenshots and stuff like that. We'll see how my technical ability works out. But again, this is all about making sure we provide for the people that helped us over there. And now the kids that are kind of caught up in all of this. So I'm just going to scroll through this real quick and get to the Amazon wish list. And I know I mentioned some items, but I wanted to give you some more examples of some different things that are available. Okay. Petroleum jelly. Butt paste, okay, baby beds for travel cribs, baby loungers, all right, all different types for those, extra large moving bags, sneakers, blankets, flannel sheets for kids, again, some jackets, all right, jackets are a big one, shoes are a big one, they're all over here, a lot of different shoes, mittens, gloves, shirts, sweaters, all that kind of stuff, hats, fleece pants for the kids, pajamas, antibacterial soap. All right. Again, 25-piece baby healthcare and grooming kit. They need all of these different things. All right. Baby bottles, A&D ointment, pull-ups, again, onesies, that type of stuff. Just plenty of different types of clothing. Track phone, prepaid cell phones. All right. So the communication can be a little bit better for them. Listen, your level of comfort with purchasing certain items, you have to do what you think is best. But let's be honest, buying diapers and wipes and Aquaphor and all that kind of stuff, you know exactly where that's going, and you know that it's helping somebody. So let's try to band together here. Again, Bulletproof Veteran Community, you have never let me down. I know you won't let me down now. I am so proud of everything that we do together. And, we've had so many different people on, and people have reached out and they've gotten help through the show and all of that. I mean, it's amazing to me. I love hearing about it. And I'd love to take it to the next level and know that as a group, we banded together and helped these kids out, okay, and got them what they needed. And then if we even take it a step further and I find out that somebody is volunteering at Fort Dix because you heard it on this show, man, that's just going to put a smile on my face. And I'm going to know that what we're doing, it's always worth it, okay? Again, I don't want to go on too long on this. This is just a quick little special. It's a jump in episode for you to listen. There is so much information out there about what Save Our Allies has done. You can go to the website, saveourallies.org. You can see everything that they've been doing. Like I said, watch those videos. See exactly what it was like for them over there when they were going and getting those 12,000 people out. Go listen to Drinking Bros with Nick and Tim and what they talk about and the things that they're probably going to take with them for the rest of their life and will weigh on them. The stories of not getting to someone in time. They talk all about that. And I could only imagine. I have no frame of reference for what they must have been going through and the battles in their own minds and hearts that they were fighting while they were trying to do what they were doing over there. And that's why I feel so compelled to try to help now. All right. And for anybody out there who thinks this is all just, old news, it's not. Okay. Phase 2 is going on right now to help these people in what they need to live their best lives now that they're out of Afghanistan. And we still have people in Afghanistan that we have to help. So please, just because CNN, Fox, and all of them are not talking about it, don't just think it went away, because it didn't. All right. It's so easy in this quick news cycle to just move on to the next topic. And with so many crises going on, you hear about supply chain shortages, you hear about gas prices. I paid $3.50 for gas this morning. All of this stuff. It's so easy just to forget about what we saw just 2 months ago. And let's be honest, for a lot of veterans, it was really hard. So let's continue to serve. Let's continue to help. All right. Again, I'm focusing on the kid stuff. You don't have to pick out anything on the wish list. But if you want to, and if you want to join me and we'll do it all together, we'll focus on the stuff for the kids. Again, if you can volunteer. If you can donate. Everything. It's saveourallies.org. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up. That's going to be it. I think I got enough of the information out to you. Anything else you may need is right on the website. You can learn all about them so that you feel comfortable and know that this stuff is going to the right place. All right. I will have all the information in the show notes and in the video and all that. I'll be posting it on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. You can follow us. If you have any specific questions, you can email me and I'll try to get you the right information. Okay. You can email me at bulletproofveteran@gmail.com. You can go to the website. There's a contact form, bulletproofveteran.com, and that'll get to me as well. Best ways to find me. And I will try to get you whatever information you may need to make this happen. All right. That's the whole point. Let's make this happen. Again, thank you in advance. I'll be posting more stuff all about this. I'll be pinging you and asking you for help. I can be annoying sometimes, so trust me, just help out. But I know you will. Again, you've never let me down. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting the show and always being there, through races and all this other stuff that we do. The call to action is always answered by the Bulletproof Veteran community. And I know you guys will again, and we can help out these kids. All right. So for Bulletproof Veteran Podcast, my name is Jason. Thank you for your service.